Hello, this is Reverend Wayne S. Pierce for another commentary for the 17th of July, 2014. Lots of things are happening over in the Middle East. Couple of things to make you aware of, and something that is very important to know. Israel launches ground invasion of Gaza. The Israeli military has begun a ground invasion in Gaza, the Israeli military and Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu announced. Now, the thing is that this has been coming for some time, like within the last, 6 months or so. Also, breaking, did NATO just shoot down Malaysian Airline over Ukraine to blame it on Russia? Well, let's take a look at that, shall we, right after this. Listen to the Wayne S. Pierce Show, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 12 noon Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern, on Spreaker.com or the Wayne S. Pierce Show.weebly.com. Sharing the truth, one fact at a time. This is the Free America Radio Network. Hey, welcome back. This is Reverend Wayne S. Pierce right here for a commentary. Not going to be long, going to be kind of short, so I just want to get into this and just highlight what I've heard in the news, and that is from The Blaze. Our goal is to target Hamas's tunnels that enable terrorists to infiltrate Israel and carry out attacks. That's what is happening over in Israel right now. As soon as the website comes up, I'll give you the exact article here. Israel launches ground offensive in Gaza. Sharona Swartz over at The Blaze wrote this. Israeli military launched a ground offensive in Gaza Thursday night, the latest escalation in the 10-day-old conflict with Hamas. Though the full scope of the operation was not disclosed, the Times of Israel reported that Netanyahu had ordered troops into Gaza with the instructions to destroy tunnels Hamas uses to smuggle in weapons and infiltrate into Israel. Quote, our goal is to target Hamas's tunnels that enable terrorists to infiltrate Israel and carry out attacks. This requires precise operations, unquote, an Israel Defense Forces spokesman said in a statement. The Times of Israel quoted a television station in Gaza controlled by Palestinian Islamic Jihad, which reported Thursday night that Israeli troops were seen on the ground in Gaza. The ground offensive follows a 10-day aerial campaign against Hamas targets, including weapons storage sites and launching positions. Hamas and other terrorist groups in Gaza have fired more than 1,300 rockets on Israel since last Tuesday. I'm going to put this up on the Wayne S. Pierce Show Facebook page so you all can check it out. Also, as soon as I post that up there, I'll let you know. The thing is that some other reports have come out that said that Israel was bombing their own city to blame it on someone else, to blame it on Hamas. Now, that's very, very plausible due to the fact that the Roman Empire did the same thing back many years ago. They would burn down some places in their own city and blame it on somebody else. And that basically is a false flag attack or an inside job or something of that nature to blame your enemy for. Also from... let me look here. I got to find this. From osnetdaily.com. osnetdaily.com. Breaking. Did NATO just shoot down Malaysian Airline over Ukraine to blame it on Russia? Editor's note, unless Malaysian airplanes have an uncanny tendency to go off the radar every few months, this recent downing of Flight MH17 over Ukraine seems like it was cooked up by NATO assets in the civil war-torn country, perhaps in desperate attempt to ramp up public opinion against Russia, whose proxies in the eastern part of the country are currently making a mockery of NATO-backed Ukrainian army in its attempt to crush the rebels. Notice how the Reuters report below is already beginning to construct this narrative, a telltale sign indicative of a major false flag in the making. Oh, and by the way, remember Malaysian Airlines Flight 370? It's still nowhere to be found, with speculations rife about NATO's role in the mystery. Ukraine says Malaysia Airlines shot down 295 dead. The Malaysian Airline Flight 370 was apparently landed at an island, basically our territory, at Diego Garcia Island, and who knows? Who knows? I mean, now the thing is, my commentary is this: we have a big mess going on in Israel and Gaza, which is probably another false flag staged event. Probably. I don't have evidence to prove that just yet. And we have another Malaysian airline that has crashed, apparently been shot down by NATO. Okay? The narrative as it is that, there's all sorts of players working for the elites, and they will do everything to construct this narrative to battle against their opponents. Okay? This is typical. If you know anything about chess, you know how to strategize to get to sucker your opponent into making a move where you could win. This is basic strategy. I understand this. Now, what is the major goal? The major goal is a total, absolute takeover of whatever country they decide to infiltrate, to occupy, to, does that sound like the United States of America? It does, because we've occupied all these other countries, and now the elites are going, well, the United States is getting a little bit too big for its britches, so here's what we'll do. And now they've opened the borders to bring the influx of illegal aliens in, and now this country is going to collapse. And with this, with these things going on in Israel and with Hamas and this recent Malaysian airline crash, who knows? How much distractions are we going to pay attention to, or are we just going to forget all that, push all that away, and concentrate on what needs to be done? This is something that has to be done. Now, not going overboard here in my commentary, but I will say this. We all have to pay attention to what's going on, and the first thing we need to do is shut off all your state-run media. Just shut it all off, because they're lying to you. I don't care if someone says Fox News is the most unbiased, truthful network there is. No, they're not, and they've proved it time and time again. Now, because I think they've got their hand caught in a cookie jar, they're starting to, open up and tell the truth, because they know, people watch them. They're more, more popular now than any other station. But still, you have to shut off the propaganda. Go out, find out the information on your own, look at it, examine it, and then accept what is right for you. That's basically it. The other thing we need to do is we need to let other people know just what is going on. However that is, whatever you decide to do, you need to do it. Let other people know. I don't care if you carry a sign in an overpass or go downtown with a bunch of your friends and protest against NDAA or Monsanto or GMO or whatever. We have to let people know. Now, how are you going to do that? Well, you have to educate yourself and you have to learn what's going on. So There you go. So anyway, this is the Free America Radio Network commentary for the 17th of July, 2014. You can get a hold of me at freeamericaradio@usa.com, freeamericaradio@usa.com. You can also go to thewaynespearceshow.weebly.com for more information, and I will talk to you all later.